Welcome to Flourish in Math class. Our topic today is Surds Part 2, and here we would find how to work out addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of surds. Please take your time to look at my first video on Introduction to Surds in order for you to understand Surds Part 2. Simplify 3 root 2 minus 5 root 8 plus root 72. So here's what to do. We have 3 root 2 minus 5 root. In 8, the highest factor, which is a perfect square, is 4. So we can write 8 as 4 times 2, then plus the square root of 72 can be written as 36, because 36 is a perfect square, times 2. We write 3 root 2 minus the square root of 4 here. I can actually write this out as square root of 4 multiplied by the square root of 2, and also this can be written as 6 multiplied by the square root of 2, and this can be written as 3 root 2 minus 5 times the square root of 4 is 2, then times root 2 plus the square root of 36 is 6, then times root 2. 3 root 2 minus 10 root 2 plus 6 root 2. Over here, the law we have used is the square root of x times y equals square root of x multiplied by square root of y. I have this as 3 minus 10 plus 6. I'm writing the numbers without the surd form. Then we can have root 2 here. And here is from the rule that says x root z plus or minus y root z equal x plus or minus y, then root z. We have 3 minus 10 is negative 7. Negative 7 plus 6 is negative 1, then root 2. Negative 1 root 2 is the same thing as negative root 2. And that's our answer. Here, we open the bracket or we expand. So we have 3 multiplied by root 3 plus root 2 multiplied by root 3. This is from algebra. A plus b bracket c would give you a times c plus b times c. Okay, so here 3 times root 3 is 3 root 3 plus root 2 times root 3 is root 2 multiplied by 3, and this is 3 root 3 plus root 6, and that's the answer. So how do we go about this? We want to expand. So root 2 multiplies all of this, so we have root 2 bracket 5 root 2 minus root 5 Then root 5, that's plus root 5, multiplies all of this again. So we have plus root 5 bracket 5 root 2 minus root 5. So we have root 2 times 5 root 2 gives us 5 root 2 square. Okay, because root 2 times root 2 is root 2 square. Okay, then minus root 2 times root 5, we have root 10. Okay, then plus root 5 multiplied by 5 root 2, that gives us 5 root 10, because root 5 times root 2 is root 10. Then plus times minus is minus. Then root 5 times root 5, we have root 5 all squared. Okay, so remember that square roots will cancel square, so this is gone. Okay, and likewise here, square roots cancel square. So now we have 5 times 2, and that is 10, minus root 10 plus 5 root 10, then minus 5. Rearrange this as 10 minus 5 minus root 10 plus 5 root 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Then negative root 10 plus 5 root 10 is plus 4, because that is negative 1 plus 5. This here means negative 1 plus 5, which is 4. That's positive 4. So now we have plus 4 root 10. So 5 plus 4 root 10 is the answer. And that is what we've written. We have written this in the form x plus y root z. So where x is 5, y is 4, and z is 10. So here, remember we always rationalize the denominator, okay? So we have 2 root 3 divide root 13. Then you multiply both the numerator and the denominator by root 13. That is how to rationalize, okay? So we have, and this is from the rule that says x over root y equal x root y over root y times root y. And this is x root y over y. Okay, so here we have 2 times root 3 times root 13 over root 13 times root 13 is root 13 squared. Okay, and this gives us 2 root 3 times root 13 is root 39. Okay, then divide by, remember the square root cancels square. Okay, so divide 13. Here's what we do to rationalize. We have 4 root 2 over root 5. Just multiply this straight by root 5. Divide root 5. Okay, then we have open parentheses root 2 plus root 8. Okay, so here we have 4 root 2 multiplied by root 5. That gives us 4 root 10, because root 2 multiplied by root 5 is root 10. Then root 5 multiplied by root 5 gives us root 5 squared. Then we have our root 2 plus root 8. Okay, and this is 4 root 10 divided by, remember the square root cancels square, so we have divide 5, then we have root 2 plus root 8. Okay, so now we can open the bracket. We have 4 root 10 divide 5 multiplied by root 2, then plus 4 root 10 divided by 5 times root 8. Okay, so here we come up here, this will be equal to 4 root 20, because root 10 times root 2 is root 20, divide by 5, then plus root 10 times root 8, that would give us 4, then root 80, then divide by 5. Okay, so now we need to look out for the greatest perfect square from the factors of 20. Okay, so that would be 4. So we have 4, then square root of 4 times 5. So 20 can be written as 4 times 5, where 4 is the perfect square. We need a perfect square here. Okay, then over 5, then plus 4, then square root of 80. We need to look for the highest perfect square in the factors of 80, and that is 16. So that is 16 times 5. 16 times 5 is 80. Okay, so all divide by 5. So this gives us the square root of 4 here is 2. Okay, so we have 4 times 2 root 5 over 5. Okay, then plus 4. What's the square root of 16? That is 4. So 4 multiplied by 4 root 5 over 5. Okay, so this becomes 8 root 5 over 5 plus 16 root 5 over 5. Okay, and this is just a simple fraction. 8 root 5 plus 16 root 5, that is 24 root 5 all over 5. And that's your final answer. The sign here is negative, so you need to change it to positive. Okay, and multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate, root 3 minus root 2. Okay, so we have this to be 5 plus root 6 divide root 3 minus root 2. Then we multiply this by root 3 plus root 2. Okay, then divide by, you're also multiplying this by root 3 plus root 2. Okay, so this can be written as 5 plus root 6, then root 3 plus root 2 divide root 3 minus root 2, then root 3 plus root 2. Okay, so now we open the bracket. Okay, remember here root 3 will multiply all of this, so we have root 3 bracket 5 plus root 6, then root 2 also multiplies all of this, so we have plus root 2 multiply 5 plus root 6, then all divide by the same thing here. Root 3 here multiplies all of this, so we have root 3 bracket root 3 minus root 2, Then plus root 2 multiplies all of this. We have plus root 2 bracket root 3 minus root 2. So now we expand. Root 3 times 5 is 5 root 3. Then root 3 times root 6, that would give us plus root 18. Then plus root 2 times 5, that gives us plus 5 root 2. Then root 2 times plus root 6, that's plus root 12. All divide by, here we have root 3 times root 3, that would be 3. Remember that, okay? Then root 3 times negative root 2, that's negative root 6. Then plus root 2 times root 3, that's plus root 6. Then plus root 2 times negative root 2, that's negative 2. And here we know that root 6 plus negative root 6 plus root 6 is 0. So this is gone. Okay, so now we have 5 root 3 plus, what's the perfect square in 18? That is 9. So that will be square root of 9 times 2, then plus 5 root 2 plus, there's a perfect square in 12, in the fractors of 12, and that is 4. So that will be square root of 4 times 3. Then all divided by 3 minus 2. Okay, so now we have 5 root 3 plus, the square root of 9 is 3, so this gives us 3 root 2, then plus 5 root 2, then the square root of 4 is 2, so we have plus 2 root 3, all divided by 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay, so this becomes, we can collect like terms, so we have 5 root 3, then this is also the one with root 3, so that's plus 2 root 3, then plus 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2, and this can be written as 5 plus 2 root 3 plus 3 plus 5 root 2, and 5 plus 2 is 7, so this is 7 root 3 plus 8 root 2, and that would be our final answer, 7 root 3 plus 8 root 2. I have 5 questions here for you to answer. Please answer them in your notebook and have someone supervise it for you. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. I hope you understand this topic better. I hope to see you in my next video. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks and bye for now.